Hi and welcome to this video. I'm Mira, the full-time anonymous creator, and I'm going to share with you my first year as an instructor on Udemy. So in this video, I'll be going through 3 sections. The first section, I'll talk about my stats. Then I'll talk about the lessons learned. And then I'll review my earnings for 2023. So let's go. So in 2023, Udemy has 62,000 new courses being published. And out of these 62,000 courses, I contributed 16 courses, or a mere 0.025% of all the new courses on the Udemy platform. Udemy has 67 million learners in all as of 2023, according to their video here. I'll provide a link in the description below so they can watch this video by Udemy if you're interested. And for me, I had 326 enrollments. So this one enrollment is from this year, 2024. So I need to subtract it from my total enrollment. So this brings my total enrollment in 2023 to 326. Next, let me show you more of my stats. So this is a summary given to me by Udemy, and I have blanked off my name here. So in 2023, okay, they said that I have 191 active learners, okay, and 57 5-star reviews and 31,896 minutes being taught. So you'll notice that there is a difference in the number of active learners versus the number of students that I have. I believe the active learners refers to people who have actually watched your course. Okay, so you'll notice that on the Udemy platform, right, there are people who have purchased the course but have never, okay, watched any of your course at all. Okay, and I think it is sort of normal, particularly if for courses that are priced at a very low price. Some people just buy it on a sale, okay, and then just keep it because they might know that, oh, they might want to use it one day. So that is why there are quite a number of courses, or quite a number of people who actually purchase the course but never watched any part of it before. Okay, okay. I have 57 5-star reviews, okay, out of 191. So surprisingly, what I realized is there's quite a number of people that reviews your course or gives a review. It is unlike many other platforms. Udemy actually does have quite a high rate of reviews. And I believe this is because of the way they structured it. So after a few video lectures, there will be this screen that pops up that asks you to rate the course. And because it is so easy, there's almost no friction to review the courses that you're taking on Udemy. That is why you get quite a number of reviews on Udemy. Right. Okay. And next, this is what I'm really proud of, which is my reach. Okay, so basically I reach almost the entire world with my courses, my 16 courses on Udemy. Almost everywhere I have students. So this is something that I can boast about, right? I have students from all over the world, maybe except in China, Russia, Greenland, and Iceland. But I covered almost the entire geography. So I'm very grateful to Udemy for this. Next, I'm going to share my lessons learned for this 1 year on Udemy. So the first lesson I learned is don't get carried away by reviews. So when I was in the middle of my journey on Udemy last year in 2023, I got a bit carried away by reviews because, as you know, people review your course very often. So maybe if around 30% of the people who purchase your course will review it. And when you're new, okay, each review affects your instructor rating a lot. Okay, so if someone rates you 5, your overall rating will go up. Just imagine if you only have 3 people reviewing your course, if one person rates a 5, straight away your rating will go close to 5. But doesn't matter how great your course is, at times there will be people who really dislike your course. It could be because they do not like your accent. It's because what they have purchased is different from what they have expected. Even if you have written a very great course description, there will still be people who think this is what they expect from the course, but it is not. Okay, and they will give you very poor reviews. And then when you only have a few people who has reviewed, or particularly when you're new, your rating will just suddenly drop all the way. Just imagine if you have 5 followed by a 1, okay, your overall rating will just drop to a very low value. Okay, and when you are new and you are just getting started and you are just getting your reviews, okay, your net rating, your overall rating will fluctuate. Okay, if someone gives you 1, it just drops, it plummets. If someone gives you 5, it goes up. So initially, I actually have the Udemy app on my phone, and every morning I will check like my performance in terms of my sales, in terms of my reviews. Okay, and what that actually makes or breaks my day was actually the reviews. So and in the end, I decided that I don't want my mood to be affected by my reviews each day. And I actually deleted the Udemy app off my phone. Okay, so very important, don't get carried away by your reviews. No matter how great you are or no matter how not good you are, there will always be 5-star reviews, there will always be 1-star review, and there's always be in between. And particularly when you are new, you are actually very dependent on luck, on whether you first get your high reviews or your low reviews. Okay, so don't get affected. The review doesn't mean anything about you. Okay, it is just the people's opinion or your students' opinion of the course. Okay, their opinion can vary because of your delivery method and also what they actually need. Okay, so don't get carried away. Don't be affected by the reviews. It shouldn't make or break your day. Next lesson that I learned, different niches have different requirements. So I actually made different courses in different niches. So I noticed that there are some niches where there are a higher proportion of people reviewing. There are some niches where there are a lower proportion of people reviewing. There are some niches, okay, where people are very particular about how beautiful the slides look. There are some niches where people are less particular about how beautiful your slides are. Okay, so what I noticed in general, so basically I did some arts, music stuff. I also had some academic stuff. I also have engineering stuff and so on. So in general, I noticed that people in the engineering field, in the academic field, they are less concerned about how pretty the slides are. But people in the more arts, who purchase the arts or music niche, they are more particular about how pretty your slides are. So when you're in different niches, you need to cater to the expectations of different people. And being on the Udemy platform and actually making courses on various different niches allows me to see how each different sector react, or what each different sector expect. And from there, in future, I believe that if I were to make my own websites with my own course and host it on my own site, okay, I'll be better able to meet these expectations. So by trying all these different niches, okay, it really gives me all this information. Next lesson that I learned, try different things. Okay, so it is very similar to lesson 2. So I learned that in lesson 2, different niches, they have different expectation. students from different niches have different expectations. So, and I only knew this because I tried different things. In fact, I tried different things because initially when I increased the number of courses, the revenue increased, and beyond a certain point, okay, it no longer increased. That is why I went on to try different niches to increase my revenue. So I noticed that as you have more courses, okay, there will reach a point where your revenue saturates. Okay, so if you want to increase your revenue, you probably need to either do more marketing to reach out to more people, or you basically need to try a new niche to get more students in. Lesson 4, okay, treat a marketplace as a marketplace. Okay, so at the end of the day, Udemy is a marketplace. It is not your place. Okay, you just use it as a marketplace to sell. Okay, and very likely for most of the instructors, okay, they get their sales from Udemy. Okay, and people purchase from Udemy as Udemy. Okay, it is not they purchase the course because of me. They purchase the course because of Udemy. Udemy is a reputable place with 67 million students as of 2023, and people treat it as a number one place to go for courses. So this is a marketplace where people buy courses. And as a seller, I should treat Udemy as a marketplace. Okay, I shouldn't be treating it as, oh, I can build my name and so on. Yes, you can build your name. Okay, but you need to try to draw people out of this marketplace, the Udemy marketplace, as much as possible. Okay, so one way, okay, one trick I noticed is that people put course links, of course. So you can give a course outline, a detailed course outline, and link it back to your website, because ultimately you want to make use of this marketplace audience for your own purpose. And Udemy is more flexible in its approach. You can actually put many links. Okay, although you're not supposed to really promote yourself except for the bonus lectures, there are some ways to do it. So if you take when I took a look at many of the courses, right, there are some instructors who actually link maybe the first few lectures to their own website where they give a detailed course outline. Additional reading resources, you can also link it back to your website, and then from there they can click on these links. Okay, this is a way to make use of the audience from your marketplace for yourself. Okay, you do not want the people to stay at that marketplace. You want to bring them out of the marketplace to your website or to your staff so that you get to retain some of them. Of course, the key thing is you must be good. Okay, the course must be good, the content must be good, so that you'll be able to attract them to your own site. Okay, but as much as Udemy is a marketplace, okay, everyone goes there. So once you get a sales, okay, the best thing is to try to bring them out from the Udemy platform to your place as much as possible, so that you also get some of your students to your site to know more about you rather than to know more about Udemy. Lesson 5. Okay, people treat freebies as freebies. So I did give out some free courses. So if you look at a lot of advice for Udemy instructors, there are some advice that goes on giving your course out so that you have more enrollments and also hopefully more reviews. Okay, but what I noticed is that people who get the course free seldom open it. The open rate is very low. Okay, and those people who got it free, many of them do not even review it. So people treat freebies as just freebies. Oh, it's a free thing. So I wouldn't say that they really value it. So if you're giving something that is really good out as a freebie, you might not get as many reviews that you might hope. Yes, it will increase the enrollment, okay, for freebies, but it doesn't increase the engagement rate. It does not increase the reviews rate. Okay? So that is my thought about giving a course out free. So for me, I actually gave out 37 sales made through free coupons from the Udemy website. So for the instructors, right, each month you can have 4 promotions for each course. Okay, then you can have free coupons. Then you also can have the coupons where they can buy it at a certain price. Okay, so I actually gave out a number of free ones. Okay, so what I did was I sent out a mass email to tell my existing students about this new course that I have, and they can actually click on the link below to purchase it. Okay, there are also some courses, okay, where I started off as a free course. So in order for you to make a course free, right, without coupons, it needs to be lesser than 45 minutes. So out of all my courses, I only have one course that was lesser than 45 minutes. So initially for that course, I made it start off as a free course. Okay, so that was how I got the quite a number of sales. This 37 sales actually came through, a large part actually came from that course being a free one. Okay, so you'll notice that, right, for the free, once people get something for free, engagement rate is low, review rate is also rather low, because if they don't watch it, how do they review it, right? Okay. Lesson 6, okay, passive income requires effort. So, and in fact, I would say that it is easier to make money from active income than passive income. So let me give you an example. So for example, I'm based in Singapore, so I also give tuition to students. Okay, and I noticed that once I get the business or I get a student, okay, it's actually rather easy to make the active income, because I just need to teach that student every week, turn up at their place for 2 hours every week and teach them, and I get the active income. Okay, but passive income requires way lots of work at the start. Okay, it takes time and effort to put out a course on the Udemy platform. And from what I'm getting, right, the passive income that I've been receiving is way lower compared to an active income. So for instance, I charge around $70 to $90 an hour for my tuition job. Okay, but for the passive income, right, I might take maybe 6 hours to create a course. Until now, that course might have earned less than my hourly wage as a tutor. So I believe that passive income is a great thing. You can don't work and money still comes in, but the amount of effort that you require at the start or in order to set things going is extremely high. Okay, and in order to start earning money, unlike active income, you just need to be present, you get your income. Passive income, you need to put in a lot of work up front. You need to get the traction before you finally start making money. Okay, so now that I've talked about all my lessons, next I want to talk about my 2023 income. So it's time to review my income. So these are all my earnings for 2023. So I started in December. So in September, I actually published a course, a part of a course, but I unpublished it. And then I completed that course in December. And since then, I've been making courses. In total, I made a total of 16 courses, and these are my revenue. Because I'm based in Singapore, which doesn't have a tax treaty with the US, all my sales in the US are subjected to a 30% withholding tax. Okay, so as long as the sale is made in the US, okay, there will be a 30% cut. Okay, or there will be a withholding tax of 30%. So depending on the month, sometimes it gets quite significant. Okay, but if it's not sold in the US, then there is no withholding tax. Then I get to take whatever that I get, the royalty that I get. So my net earnings in total, so I ignored the pre-tax amount. I actually added up all the net earnings here, all the way up till December. So in January, when I record this it is the 3rd of January, and I made one sale, which is $1.83. So that's an idea of how much you earn from each course. Not high. The royalties is just a few dollars each. Okay. Okay, so basically what I did was I summed up all my net earnings, okay, from December 2022 all the way to December 2023. Okay, and all in all, I made a total of $945.56 in 2023. Of course, there are some earnings that I have yet received, like the one from November and December sales. Okay, but overall, but I'll just count them, okay, for completeness sake. So total, I made $945.56. If you take a look at the data, you'll notice that initially my revenue increased, okay, all the way till May, June, July. Those are my best months where it exceeded $100. And subsequently, in August, it started to drop significantly, picked up in October. I was expecting November to be a great month because of Black Friday, but it doesn't. Okay, it just hovers at around $80+. Okay, and then in December, $76.09. So, my thought, without doing anything, my highest amount that I could earn from Udemy is probably around $100, right? Okay, and I do see a bit of sales dropping. Okay, I'm not sure. I was taking a look at my competitors. It seems that it's still roughly the same competitor for my key courses. So it could be there is a decrease in the demand for these courses, okay, at the end of the year, or it could be there is less promotions, or there is less Udemy put up my course lesser. Remember, I get paid around $3 per course, okay, on Udemy, because Udemy helps to do most of the marketing, okay. So I'm not sure why it dropped. It could be because there is a drop in the number of students in my niche. Okay, I do not expect, I really did not expect this figure in November. I was expecting it to be close to that of the May, June, July period because of the Black Friday sale, but it did not. So, well, it is what it is. Okay, so this is basically my earnings. So a total of 16 courses. The last course I published was in September. Then after that, I did not publish any more course. Okay, it just remains as what it was. Okay, more stats here. I'm going to show you my top 3 courses. So I have 16 courses. So the top 3 courses made up more than 60% of my total sales. So recall from previous slide that my net earnings was $945.56. So of the $945.56, more than 60% was from the top 3 courses. Okay, and my top 3 courses, let's take a look at how much my top number 1 course made in 2023. So this course made $275.31 with a total of 67 students. Okay, the second course I made second in place, I made $217.24 with a total of 53 students. And my top 3, my number 3 course made $160.08. In fact, I should minus $1.83 because this $1.83 was from 2024. So if I were to subtract $1.83 from $160.08, I actually made $158.25 from the third course. So all in all, you'll notice that assuming that I spent around 6 hours to make each course, okay, that is how my 6 hours was worth in 2023. Okay, so and if you were to add them all up, okay, it is probably around 60% of the total sales. Another thing I want to mention is these figures here, right, are pre-tax amount. Okay, because well, Udemy doesn't separate the revenue into pre-tax and after net holding tax for individual courses. They only give a lump sum. Okay, they only give the net earnings after withholding tax in the overall page. So I did not calculate how much this was after tax. So these ones are pre-tax amount. Okay, but you could notice that they make up a significant of my total sales. Okay, so now since we have looked at the top 3 courses, let's also take a look at the bottom 3 courses in terms of sales. So the worst performing course, okay, just give spoiler alert, it's not $0, which I'm very grateful for, right? So the worst performing one earned $7.58 with a total of 9 students. I actually gave out quite a number of free coupons for these. In fact, for my bottom courses, right, I actually gave out more free coupons. Okay, it increased the number of students, but it did not increase the total sales. Once it is paid, the demand was low on Udemy. Number second, the bottom second just won the first one by maybe just 6 cents. Okay, it earned $7.64. Again, 3 students because I gave out some coupons. Right. Okay, so the number of students was actually bumped up by the free coupons that I gave. Okay, to boost the course enrollment, hoping that it will help in my sales later on, but apparently it doesn't. Number 3, bottom, at the bottom, it's this course here that earned me $9.35 with a total of 4 students. I believe there are also some free enrollments, but not many. I think just a few free enrollments from here. So you notice that for my bottom few courses, they probably earn very little. Okay, just a few dollars. Okay, and I believe it's just maybe around 2 paying students, 2 or 3 paying students each. Okay, so let's take a look at more stats. So if you have to look at my students, I total have 326 students. I gave out 37 free coupons, so total I made 289 sales that are not free ones. Okay, and my net earnings per sale is basically around $3.30. Okay, so you notice that on Udemy, right, each course you earn roughly $3, $3+ from it. Okay, I noticed that it's also very dependent on what niche you choose that targets which country. So if it is topics such as engineering, if it's topics such as engineering as in not the computing engineering, maybe computing engineering also, if it's the very engineering stuff, the very academic stuff, okay, they tend to you tend to have more students from developing countries, and when your sales comes from developing countries, each sale might be maybe $1. It can be $1+, $2, and so on. In fact, I made a video on my lowest as well as my highest earnings per course. Okay, you can check it out here. But all in all, you notice that each sale is around $3-ish. So in other words, right, if you take a look at this figure here, in order to make $1,000 on Udemy, okay, you will actually need to sell around 333 courses, okay, in order to make $1,000, 333. And because there is no recurring membership fees and so on, each month, if you want to make $1,000, you need to sell 333 pieces of your courses, or how should I say, you need to make 333 sales each month in order to just earn $1,000. Okay. Next, average earnings per course. So I have a total of 16 courses. So if I were to look at an average, each course earns me $59.10. Although, of course, we know the majority of my earnings come from the top 3 courses. Okay, the rest earns very little, maybe just a few dollars a month. So basically, this is what I have, or this is basically my results for 2023. So in terms of Udemy, I would say that initially I was very motivated. So I made a lot of courses that resulted in 16 courses in the beginning of the year. Then later on, I got a bit discouraged by the results. And in fact, my 16 courses, I stopped making courses since September. Okay, and I just let things flow. And I do see revenue from month to month, so it's not a zero revenue from each month. But that sales, but the amount that I earned was alright. It was good pocket money, but basically it is just pocket money. Okay. So in terms of the time spent, was it worth it? If I were to look at it in terms of the personal development, it's worth it. In terms, I learned how to project myself better. I learned how to be more efficient in making slides, and then conveying my message through the slides so as to teach or to come up with a course. But in terms of is it good for business? Okay, I believe that in order to earn more from Udemy, you need to choose the correct course. You need to market it out. And if I'm going to market it out, okay, using my own platform, why am I not using my own platform to sell my course? I can sell it for free. There's a free platform up there like Gumroad, right, where you can sell courses. Okay, free, of course, not really free. You need to pay around 10% of your sales, but I'm only getting 37% from Udemy. That means I'm paying like 63% of all sales, okay, that Udemy helped me generate through its marketing effort, which is very little, and they always discount the cost, so you just earn around $3+ per sale. If I were to sell on my own platform, on my own website, I probably earn way more. Okay, so if I were to put in the effort to do the marketing, I will not be going through Udemy. I'll be going through my own platform. So my approach to Udemy going forward, it's not really to use it to sell courses, but rather as an experimental platform, because Udemy has 67 million students. It has a big market, and it is a great place for testing out your idea. The reviews are great. They give me information of what people in that niche that I'm targeting wants. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to focus more on my Gumroad shop, setting up Gumroad shops to sell courses. And when I need more data, like, what are people looking for in this niche, I'll be making maybe a MVP on Udemy and selling it, and getting the information from the reviews, see what people says about this course, and from there I can improve it on my own shop. So I guess that is how I will be approaching Udemy going forward. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the next video.